Ben Chatham's diary entry for New Year's Eve 31st of December, 2006. Woke up late and slid into my exclusive Harrod silk dressing gown.
How exactly is a dressing gown exclusive? Nobody really talks like that.
Ben takes pride in his clothes.
Carry on.
The texts and emails started flooding in from all kinds of people begging me to join their New Year's Eve parties. Chose to ignore some and reply to others, including Katie Ryan, whom I politely suggested should go clubbing instead. Had lunch with Jake in town and received a phone call from the doctor praising me for saving the human race so many times. Some foolish waitress in the restaurant mumbled something when I asked her to get a move on, clearly badly brought up and ill-educated. Went to a party in an exclusive penthouse apartment owned by Nat and Estrella, two friends from university. Nat told us about how he made his first £10 million by investing in the landmine industry. Had several absinthes and discussed late 16th century Flemish art with Estrella.
So Ben hangs around with people who invest in landmines, does he? Dirty Tory scumbag.
I'm obviously opposed to the landmines industry. This is fiction. The characters' views are not necessarily those of the author.
Please continue.
Jake began behaving oddly, saying something about being bored and why are we spending New Year's Eve with this bunch of tossers, which I found annoying. In the end he insisted we leave, and we went to a club which was very nauseating as it seemed to have no dress code. Returning home to the flat, Jake was being sullen and not speaking, which irritated as I was expecting sex. As we arrived, Katie Ryan was there, drunk, and she started a row. Jake stormed off saying something about how I'd ruined his New Year's Eve and was a total prat. I don't get that guy at all. So I slept with Katie, after all needs must, and she looks alright on your arm. The end.
Ben Chatham's real, if unofficial diary entry for New Year's Eve. Woke up, got dressed in exclusive IKEA filing cabinet. Received literally 3 text messages, all from people begging me to stay home and put my head in the oven at gas mark 4 for 40 minutes until crisp and golden. Marco Polo arrived from the past and punched me in the face until my kidneys bled. Trod on a landmine. Went to bed minus my legs and pancreas. Nice day and all.
I fail to see any humor.
At least he's more likable in my version.
Ben has some dubious friends and even some faults. He's not perfect. This is what makes him such a convincing character.
Alright, taking up from your entry, the next day's entry, 1st January 2007. Was woken to the sound of Katie offering me breakfast. Would have gratefully accepted, had the poor dear not dared to cook me bacon and eggs instead of my usual caviar and French blueberry croissants with absinthe. Called her various derogatory names that she didn't have a hope of understanding, but managed to get to leave in tears when I told her that Father Christmas hated her. She doesn't understand me. Stepped into shower. Saw angry note from Jake on shower tap shortly before being blown to several thousand pieces by a landmine that he had placed in there. The end.
The Ben Chatham Adventures is a serious science fiction spin-off, and not a comedy.